let's get cozy. So I just finished Taylor Jenkins Reid's One True Loves, and right before that I had read A Happy Place by Emily Henry, and both of these authors are absolutely perfection. But these two books in particular were so good to read back to back. Honestly, I think because both of them had to do with adulthood and change, and I'm about to turn 28 this month, and that's kind of really scary. And one thing I've realized that these two books have also hit on is that nothing, and I mean nothing, stays the same. When you're in your late 20s, you realize that everything you took for granted, the relationships and chemistry of people and friends and family around you, your body, hello curves, and your likes, your dislikes, your hobbies, who you want to hang out with, what your goals are for the future, whether or not you want to pursue the career that you thought you wanted to, all of those things change. They really do. You think things are immutable when you are like in your early 20s and when you're in high school, when you're in undergrad, but things change so much. And these books really did hit on change. And I wish I had these books when I was younger. I wish I had them in my early 20s and my late teens to see like, you're naive, babe. Like, you are just so fucking young. Everything changes. We're not taught how to deal with change properly. These books are so good. Okay, let's talk about these books and what I think about them and why you should read them. Both of these books explore how distance and time create change. So in Happy Place by Emily Henry, Harriet has a friends reunion. She's a doctor, she's a medical resident, and she has a friends reunion. 6 of her best friends from undergrad are meeting up in Maine in a cabin. They've met up as students all the time at this cabin, and now they create time and space in their schedule so that they can meet up, except Harriet has to room with her ex-fiance, Wynn, and nobody knows that they've broken up. I know, dramatic. And she doesn't want to tell anyone that she and Wynn have broken up because she wants things to remain stable between the friends group, especially because 2 of the best friends are getting married to each other. So Wynn and Harriet pretend to still be in love. They go sleep in the same room every night, despite all the trauma they have from their breakup. And Harriet is not the only one carrying secrets. All of her friends have changed in fundamental ways, and they are hiding their secrets as well. So the excitement is like, how will the secrets come out? How will we find out? How will everybody else find out about Harriet and Wynn having split up? And what does it mean for the friends group? And you guys know how delicate friends groups are. It's amazing. So this book was fantastic, and the plot was fantastic, and the cover looks like so beach read happy, but it's not like that at all. Emily Henry has amazing sense of humor, and it perfectly pairs with her penchants. I think it's penchants. Her talent for drama, her talent for breaking open your soul and putting it back together, and that is so delicious in this book. The other book, One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, is one of her older ones from 2016, right before The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo came out. In One True Loves, Emma is engaged to Sam. He's so kind, he's so loving, and they're so happy they're about to get married in 3 months, except Emma gets a call from her presumed dead husband who had disappeared at sea 3 years ago after a helicopter crash. And he says, I'm alive. He was surviving in a little island, remote, abandoned, like never settled in, that kind of island, and he's coming home. And she now has to pick between her husband and her fiance. And she realizes in the book that she's changed, but will her changes be accommodated by her husband, or does she belong to her fiance? And she has to pick between the both of them based on her personality, and she analyzes how has she changed, how has she not changed throughout the book. And that exploration was just fantastic. Like, I loved seeing how she changed throughout the course of the book, course of her life, since from her mid-teens to her late 20s. It's just brilliantly done. Now, I love writing and I love dissecting the writing of different authors, and One True Loves by Jenkins Reid. She, as you guys know, she's the author of Carrie Soto is Back, Malibu Rising, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and these books are fantastic. One True Loves for me did not match that caliber of writing because Reid uses a shift perspective of past and present. So the first third of the book is when she meets Jesse as a child, and then the second third is like all about how she meets Sam as a child, and then the last third is all in the present day when she's battling between choosing. And that to me wasn't very well written, because in the past when she's a child, the humor falls flat, the writing falls flat, it's childish, it feels like it's a preteen novel, but then by the end of the novel it feels like a very adult novel. And I needed the past and present shifts to feel like they were all done for adults. There needed to be some cohesiveness to the entire thing. Now, this book was written in 2016, and all the books I had listed of Jenkins Reid's before were all written after One True Loves, and she has literally become a master of drama and suspense. And one thing that she does in her newer books is she chooses a theme, like for example in Carrie Soto is Back, she chooses tennis and returning to the world of tennis, and she goes deep into that theme, and she does it in a very like literary way. She doesn't delve into humor, she doesn't delve into comedy, and that she tries to do that in One True Loves and she fails. Whereas Emily Henry can balance both. She does it in a way that's like a slice of life drama. Jenkins Reid is fantastic at creating a dramatic story that encapsulates like this huge expanse of time. It takes place in a time, an era, a place. Like, it is a mood, it's an environment, it's a frequency that she embodies, and they're both so strong in their different spheres of writing. Because of all these reasons, I think both books are a must read. Both of them deal with adulthood, change, how distance and time creates differences and change in a life and other people's lives is just fantastic. And I think because of this, I rate Happy Place 5 out of 5 stars, and I rate One True Loves a 4 out of 5 stars. And I think both of them could be read together like I did, because that really increases the understanding and that depth of emotion, of change, of relationships, and I think it's just fantastic. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Bye!